Right, before we go on to the most trickiest form, which is a sphere, so turning a circle into a 3D form, there's something that happens with circles when we're looking at things such as cylinders and cones. So if I hold this glue stick up to the camera, you can see that the top of the glue stick is a circle. If I now start to turn the glue stick away from the camera, you can see something happens to the way you see that shape. We know it's still a circle, but on your screen right now, that doesn't look like a circle. This side here gets slightly narrower in the middle. And what this is called an ellipse. It sounds a bit like eclipse, but it's not, it's ellipse. And to create the shape, you're essentially drawing an oval. Okay, and it can be quite difficult to draw, so you may need to get some practice in. Okay, so what you will do is if you get your pencil and you circle round a couple of times, I know it looks a bit messy, but then what you can do is you can pick the line of best fit from that by just sketching with your pencil. Okay, and it looks like an oval, like I said, but the thing to remember is that it's not a rugby ball. Okay, so you shouldn't have points at the edges. What you should have is curved edges like this. Okay, once we're able to draw that shape, then what we can do is we can draw two other shapes. We can draw a cone and we can draw a cylinder. Okay, and that's what we're going to have a go at now. So again, I'm just going to draw my ellipse, circling down here at the bottom. Then just pick the line of best fit around here at the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my ruler back in and I'm going to draw, first of all, two straight lines going upwards. So one there, just trying to make sure I'm keeping it straight. That looks about right to me. And then there. And then what I need to do is I need to draw another ellipse at the top, and that creates us a cylinder. Okay, and we would usually, when we've got a cylinder, we wouldn't usually see that line back there. If you think of a tin of soup or a bean can or a Coca-Cola can or something like that, then we've got that shape. And what's important about having that ellipse at the bottom is that you haven't drew a straight line there, because if you can imagine if that was a straight line, that would look quite silly and it wouldn't look quite right, because this line here is curved. This line here at the bottom has to curve as well. Okay, and then the other shape, like I said, we're going to have a go at drawing a cone. So again, we just need to start with an ellipse, this squashed circle. And then from there, to make it easier, as we do with triangles, that measures for me about 6.5. So I need to know, I need to go about somewhere about 3.25. Okay, and I'm going to draw a straight line up just to help me. And then I'm going to come from that edge there, join up with that line. And then I'm going to come from that edge there and join up with that line. And then draw my bottom of my ellipse in a little bit better. And again, if we just bring in our rubber, we can then deal with that as a cone.